Hello friends, welcome to Banker Zone. Here we'll be discussing the next part. So see the class limits. Okay, what do you mean by class limit or the class interval? So see here, a class is formed within two values. It's called as the class limit or the class interval. Okay, see, lower value is called lower class limit or lower class interval. Upper value is called as the upper class limit or the upper class interval. What do you mean by class limit or the class interval? Simply see, if this is the value 10 to 20, okay, so this is the class limit or a class interval of 10 to 20. Now lower value 10 will be called lower class limit or lower class interval. Upper value 20 will call upper class limit or the upper class interval. Okay, very easy. What is class limit? 10 to 20. Lower value 10, lower class interval. Upper value 20, upper class limit or the interval. Okay, now what is the class length? Okay, what is the class width? Length and width is same. Okay, class length or class width. The difference between the class upper and the lower class limit is called as the class length or the width of the class. For example, suppose the class interval is, suppose it is a 15 to 20. Okay, so 15 will be the lower limit and 20 will be the upper class limit. Now what will be the length? Simply it is upper minus lower. Okay, upper class limit minus lower class limit or interval. So what is upper? 20 minus lower is 15, so width will be 5. So 5 will be your answer for what? Class length or the class width. So here you got class length. Okay, very easy. Now what is the mid value or the class mark? See, mid value, the midpoint of the class is called as the mid value of the class. For example, see, class mark is nothing but the mid value. Okay, lower class limit plus upper class limit divide by 2. Okay, so if the class is say 15 to 20, lower limit will be 15, upper limit will be 20. Width will be here 20 minus 15. Okay, so width will be 5. Okay, now what will be the mid value or the class mark? Class mark will be your lower class limit. Okay, that is the 15 plus upper class limit, that is the 20 divided by 2. Okay, so it will be 35 divided by 2, so it will be around 17.5. okay, so very easy. I repeat, class limit or class limit, it is also called as the class interval. Class length also called as the class width, and mid value also called as the class mark. So class interval will be, suppose it is a 10 to 20, so 10 will be the lower class limit, 20 will be the upper class limit. To find the length of the class or width of the class, simply upper minus lower, you will get the width, okay, or the length. To find the mid value, or it is nothing but the class mark. Mid value means simply you have to add lower limit plus upper limit divided by 2, you will get the value. So here will be 30 upon 2, so 15 will be your mid value. Very easy, right? Now we'll move to the next. What is the type of the class interval? So what are the types? So there are two types, very easy: exclusive type and the inclusive type. Very easy to remember, right? Now what do you mean by exclusive type? The class interval like 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 500 to 1000, these are called as the exclusive type. Okay, what do you mean by exclusive? They see, upper limit of a classes are excluded from the respective classes, okay, and put in the next class while considering the frequency of respective classes. Means what? See, this is what, this is the intervals, right? These are the intervals. But what happened? Upper class limit means here 10, upper class limit means 20, here say 1000. So while considering the frequency, 10 we will put into the next class, 20 we will not put in 10 20, we will put in next. 1000 will not put in 500 to 1000, will put in next. Okay, so exclusive means you are excluding simply. Okay, so exclusive type means upper limit is excluded from respective class and that will be put in next classes. Okay, for example, suppose the class is 10 to 15. Okay, so value 15 is excluded from the class 10 to 15 and that will be put in the next class, say 15 to 20. Okay, so see here, if there are two classes, for example 10 to 15 and next is 15 to 20, so upper limit of this class is 15, so we will exclude that from here, this class, and we will consider in this class, that is 15 to 20. That means upper limit or the upper class interval, upper class limit is excluded and that will be considered in the next. Okay, next class or the next interval. Okay, what do you mean by inclusive type? See, inclusive class intervals like say 60 to 69, 70 to 79, 80 to 89, that means continuous. Inclusive means continuous, means simply inclusive type both lower as well as the upper class limit included in the class interval. Exclusive means you are excluding it. For example, 10 to 15, 15 upper limit you are excluding, right? But here in case of inclusive, the interval is like a 60 to 69, 70 to 79, 80 to 89, both lower as well as the upper we are including in the same interval. Both we are including in the same interval. For example, again say in this 60 to 69, both are included in the class of 60 and 69 itself, 60 to 69 itself. So lower limit and upper limit of the class both included in the same class interval. Okay, that is the inclusive, means you are including. Okay, so remember the easiest way, inclusive means included, so and it is in series, it is continuous. In other word we can say it is a continuous in nature. So 60 to 69, 70 to 79, so 79, 69, 70, 79, 80, that means it is continuous in nature. Whereas exclusive you can see repetition. Okay, because we are considering it in the next interval. So remember, exclusive stands for the exclusion. So here which is excluded, only the upper limit of the class is excluded and considered in the next. Where in case of inclusive, both upper plus lower are considered in the same class or the interval. Okay, so this is all about the type of the class intervals. Now boundary. What do you mean by class boundary? See, class boundary in case of inclusive classes that can be converted to exclusive classes. So we just discussed what is inclusive, what is exclusive. Inclusive means included, exclusive means excluded. So inclusive can be converted to the exclusive by the way of how the new class interval will be formed after then, called as the class boundary. Suppose, remember, if inclusive is converted to exclusive, the new class interval will be formed and that is called as the class boundary. Okay, so now see example. Suppose the class is 5 to 9 and 10 to 14. Okay, these are two class intervals that we have to convert to exclusive type. Okay, these are the inclusive 5 to 9, 10 to 14. That means both 9 and 5 included in the same class 5 and 9, both 10 and 14 included in the same class 10 to 14. Now that we have to convert into the exclusive. Okay, so there is formula to calculate it. Okay, first you have to find see two boundary you have to find, upper and lower limit you have to calculate, right? So new upper class interval and the new lower class interval. Now how to find upper class interval? New upper class is nothing but the old upper class plus this figure you have to note it. So what is old upper class limit? It is 9. Okay, so see, very easy. You have to find upper class. So take old upper class. What is old upper class? It is a 9 plus. Okay, so you have to find upper. So take upper. Okay, 9 plus. You have to find next value. Okay, so just take the difference between these two value, adjacent value, that is 10 minus 9 divided by 2. Okay, so it will be 9 plus 0.5. So upper limit will be 9.5. Okay, now see the lower. To find the lower, take old lower. What is old lower? Old lower is 5. So 5. So you have to find lower. So subtract. To find upper, you have to add it. To find lower, you have to subtract. So 5 minus. Take the next two values, 10 and 9. So same 10 minus 9 upon 2. So you will get 5 minus 0.5. So 4.5 will be your lower limit. Very easy. In simple way. See, this is the given data. So first find upper. What is upper? Upper. To find upper, take upper. Okay. So 9. To find lower, take lower. So 5. Okay. Now here 9 to 10 interval is changing at a 9 and 10. Okay. So here upper plus lower minus. Interval change 9 and 10. So 10 minus 9 upon 2. 10 minus 9 upon 2. Okay, just you have to take the middle value. That's why we are doing this. So you will get here in the first 9.5 you will get here, and here you will get the 4.5. So what boundary you got? You got the boundary 4.5 to 9.5. Okay, this boundary you got. Okay, what will be the next interval? How to conclude? We are calculating the interval for with what? New boundary. Okay, so now you are converting inclusive to exclusive, right? So 4.5 to 9.5. So next obviously will be 9.5 onwards, because it is it is exclusive type. Okay, we are converting to exclusive. Okay, that means it is repetition, right? So 4.5 to 9.5, difference is what? 5. Okay, so we can add here 5. So 9.5 plus 5 will be 14.5. So next exclusive type. So repeat again, 14.52. Next is 5. So it will be the 19.5. So this is second interval, this is third interval. Okay, so in this way you have to found the class boundary. Okay, and how you can find? When you convert the inclusive, when you convert inclusive to exclusive, at that time you will get new class boundary. Okay, now what is open end class interval? See, open end class interval, it either the lower limit of the first class or upper limit of the last class, or even both are missing. If upper limit is missing or lower limit is missing, okay, if a lower limit is missing or upper limit is missing, or even both missing, that time we can say it is open end. Very easy. Say for example, through example you will get it. See, below 10 lower limit is missing, no limit. Below 10 means 9, 7, 8, anything. Above 40 we cannot judge, 41, 42 or 100. Above 40, so no upper limit, no lower limit, and you can say both upper and lower limits are missing. So we can say these are the open end class intervals. Okay, very easy. Now see here, what do you mean by relative frequency? Relative frequency is very simple. It is a frequency upon total frequency. So that frequency how relate with the total frequency? Okay, so remember, relative frequency is nothing but the frequency upon the total frequency. Okay, now see, through example you will get it. Class interval, these are the class interval 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30 and 30 to 40. Okay, and we see frequency is given 5, 7, 12, 8. Okay, so class interval given, frequency is given. Okay, through example we learn. Find the relative frequency of the class interval 20 to 30. So see, 20 to 30, what is the frequency? 12. What is the total frequency? 12 plus 8 is 20, 20 plus 7, 27 plus 5, 32. So 32 is total. Okay, so 12 divided by 32, you will get 0.375. Okay, this will be your relative frequency. Got it? Relative frequency is very simple. Frequency upon the total frequency, you will get here relative frequency. Now you see here, what is the percentage frequency? See, so percentage frequency is nothing but the class frequency upon total frequency simply into 100. Okay, so frequency upon total frequency into 100, you will get just the percentage form. Very easy. The same you are used here, right? Just multiply here by 100, you will get the percentage form. Very easy. Now see, for the class interval 20 to 30, find the percentage frequency. So 20 to 30, what is frequency? 12. What is total frequency? Here it is the it is 32, right? So 12 upon 32 into 100. Okay, so you will get 37.5 percent. Okay, so it is the percentage, that's why it is the percentage frequency. Now what is the frequency density? Again very easy, it is the frequency upon width of the class. Now remember, I have already told you in the beginning what is the width of the class. Suppose for a class say 30 to 20 or 20, for this class what will be the width? Upper limit minus lower limit, that is 30 minus 20 is equal to 10, is nothing but our width. Okay, very easy. So what is the frequency density? It is the frequency upon the width. Okay, frequency upon width. What is that? They are asking for class 20 to 30. So for 20 to 30 frequency is 12, so divide it by 12. Okay, divided by width. What is how to calculate the width? Upper minus lower, upper minus lower, so it will be 12 divided by 10, so answer will be 1.2. okay, this will be your frequency density. So I repeat what we learn. Relative frequency is simply frequency upon total frequency. To find the percentage of frequency, it is simply frequency upon total frequency multiplied by 100. And to find the frequency density, it is simply frequency upon width. Okay, what is frequency? It is given, width is nothing but upper minus lower. Okay, so these are the formula, very easy. Now frequency distribution is having two types. Frequency distribution is of two types. Okay, so see first discrete and the continuous. What do you mean by discrete and continuous? See, discrete frequency distribution, variable takes the distinct value. For example, see, through example you will get it. Assume that there is a survey has been made to know the number of a postgraduate in 10 family at a random. The result now data could be as follow. Okay, so what is basically done? 10 families survey has been done. Okay, that how many postgraduate in that family. Okay, so first family, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this that 10 family having 0 postgraduate, 3 postgraduate and 4 postgraduate. That means these are the data given. Okay, now we have to classify that data into discrete frequency distribution table. Okay, what we have to classify that data into discrete frequency distribution table, discrete frequency distribution. So see, number of postgraduate you can easily see there are 0 postgraduate, there is a 1 postgraduate, then there are 3 postgraduate. Okay, there are 2 postgraduate, there are 4. So number of postgraduate in the family ranging from 1 to 4. Okay, so that I have written here 1 2 3 4. Okay, now frequency of the occurrence of that postgraduate. So 0 postgraduate, how many times? 1 2, so frequency will be 2. 1 postgraduate in each family, how many times? Here, so 2 times. 2 postgraduate in the family, so 2 repeated, how many times? 1 2 3 4, so 4. 3 repeated, how many times? Only 1 here, so only 1. 4 repeated, how many times? Only 1, so only 1 here. So frequency, I have already told, it is nothing but the repetition of the number. Okay, how many times it is repeated, it is the frequency. So number of postgraduate and corresponding frequency is written, that is nothing but your discrete frequency distribution. This is called as the discrete frequency distribution. Now we learn continuous frequency distribution. Okay, it is very easy, right? Simply number of postgraduates and the frequency. Frequency means repetition. Okay, so 0 repeated 2 times, 1 repeated 2 times, 2 repeated 4 times, here. Okay, in this way you have to calculate, very easy. Now continuous frequency distribution. Okay, what do you mean by continuous frequency distribution? See, variable takes the value which are expressed in class interval within certain limits. See through problem you will understand what is a continuous frequency distribution. Means what? There is a class interval used. Okay, for example, see, marks obtained by 20 students in exam for 50 marks are given below. Okay, convert the data into continuous frequency distribution form. So how you can convert? See, there are 20 students, so these are 20 students. Okay, and out of 50 marks they are scoring. Okay, so total marks in the exam, total marks was the 50. Okay, So you can see here total marks in the exam are 50. Okay, and a continuous we have to create. Now see, we can divide the marks in the different interval. For example, you have to first observe. Okay, see how much marks are there. Okay, so maximum marks are 50. Okay, and lowest I can observe is 18. Okay, so I can create the interval like here: 15 to 20, 20 to 25, 30 to 35, 25 to 30, 35 to 40, 40 to 45, 45 to 50. So these interval I have created. Okay, now I will find repetition, number of times that score of the student fall within that interval. So 15 to 20, how many are there? See, 1. Okay, only 1, that is 18. So frequency will be 1. 20 to 25, how many numbers are there? 20 to 25, see, 1, 2, 23 and 24 fall in the range of 20 to 25. So frequency will be 2, right? 30 to 35, so see here, 1, 2, 3, 4. So there are 4 numbers in the range of 30 to 35. So I will mark 4 here. Frequency will be 4. 25 to 30. How many are there? See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So here written 7. 35 to 40. Only 39 is there, 1. So 1. 40 to 45. See here, 1, 2, 3. So 3. So 3 will be the frequency. 45 to 50. 48 and 49. So 2 will be the frequency. So very easy. In case of a continuous, what we have done, interval we have taken. Okay, interval we have taken. Okay, and generally when there is a large data, you have to take the interval. When the population or samples are big, you have to take the intervals. Okay, so you learn here, what you learn here, in case of a in case of a discrete frequency distribution, how to calculate, how to draw the table, and in case of the continuous frequency distribution, how to draw the distribution form. Okay, now we'll move to the problems. Okay, so see the problems given here in the books. See the following data, okay, reveals information about number of children per family for 25 family. Okay, so for 25 family data they have given. Prepare the frequency distribution of number of children, say variable x taking as a distinct value. Okay, so when they are stating distinct value means discrete form we have to create. Okay, discrete. Now see, this is the data 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 by 5 means 25 family data they have given. Okay, very easy. Now see, we have to find the frequency distribution of 25 families. Okay, now distinct value means discrete form we have to prepare. Now number of children you can observe here, they are ranging from 0 children in the family, 1 children, 2 children, 3 children, 4 children. Okay, maximum 4 children. So what is the number of children? Ranging from 0 to 4. Okay, so number of children I have taken here 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, now number of repetition, that is a frequency we have to calculate. Okay, so 0 how many times? See here 1, 2 and 3. So 3 will be the frequency. 1 how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So 7 will be here. Similarly 2 how many times? Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and 7, and where 1 is missing? 8. Okay, so 2 will be 8 times. Now 3 will be 4 times. See 1, 2, 3 and 4. So 3 are 4. So 4 will be frequency. 4 how many times? 4 is, see 1, 2 and 3. So 4 repeated 3 times. Okay, so 4 children 3 times, 0 children in the family in 3 times. Okay, so that is nothing but your number of children represent the x, and this is the your frequency. Okay, so simply you have prepared the discrete frequency distribution table. Okay, now see here the following in the following frequency distribution, prepare cumulative frequency distribution. Okay, cumulative you have to prepare. So how to prepare the cumulative frequency distribution, that we will be discussing, and of what? Of less than and the greater than type. okay, not interval type. They are asking less than and greater than, or very easy. Now see, x value they have given 1 2 3 4 5 6, and corresponding frequency they have given 7 5 7 15 11 6 10 4. Okay, we have to find the cumulative type frequency distribution. X value they have given, okay, and frequency they have given this value, and this value just I have written here. Now next task is to find less than cumulative frequency and greater than cumulative frequency. How to find less than cumulative frequency? Very easy. So this is the 5 frequency 5. Okay, to find the next, just add it, 5 plus 7, how many? You will get 12. Okay, next 12 plus 15 you will get 27, 27 plus 11 you will get 38, 38 plus 6 you will get 44, 44 plus 4 you will get 48. Okay, so here less than means you have to start with the lower value. Okay, so lower value is 5 for lower one, lower value, lower frequency value 5. So 5 for first. Second, 5 plus 7 12, 12 plus 15 27, 27 plus 11 38, 38 plus 6 44, 44 plus 4 48. So 48 for last. Okay, so this is the less than cumulative frequency. Now you have to find for the greater than cumulative frequency. So what you have to find here, for greater than you can start with the highest frequency, or here see, you start from the bottom. Okay, so last take a 4. Okay, last 4 is given, so simply take a 4. Now 4 plus 6, 4 plus 6 you will get 10. So 10 plus next 11, so you will get here 21, 21 plus next upper value 15, so you will get 36, 36 plus upper value 7, you will get 43, 43 plus next upper value 5, you will get 48. So what I have to tell you, for less than you are taking the down value, or the value which is just next down you are adding. For greater than you are taking the upper value. So for less than you are taking lower value for the purpose of addition. For a greater than you are taking upper value for the purpose of addition. So repeat, for a less than start with the 5. So 5 plus 7 12, 7 plus 15 you will get 27, 27 plus 11 38 plus 6 you will get 44 plus 4 48. Okay, and for reverse you have to do for the greater. For example, start with the 4, 4 plus 6 10 plus 11 21 plus 15 36, like that. Okay, so it is very easy. For less than, start from the top, add it and get cumulative sum. For a greater than, start from the bottom, take add the upper. Okay, so there may be a question in your examination. In case of a less than cumulative frequency, which value you are adding? You are adding the lower value. For greater than, you are adding the more value or upper value. Okay, now I think it is very easy, right? Now see the next problem. Following is the marks of 50 students. Prepare the cumulative frequency distribution of both the types. Also find the relative frequency. Now see, cumulative frequency we have to find, and they have given the interval of the marks and number of students in the interval, that is the frequency. Okay, so marks is given and corresponding frequency is given. For example, 7, then 11, 19, then 7 6 and okay, so total is 50. So this is the frequency given, these are the interval marks. So what is the cumulative frequency? How you can do? Take first as it is. Now 7 plus 11, so total will be 18, 18 plus 19, total will be 37, 37 plus 7 44, 44 plus 6 50. Okay, so this is the cumulative frequency for lower. Now lower, and now find the cumulative frequency for more than. This is the cumulative frequency for less than. Cumulative frequency for the more than you have to find. How? See, now for more than, start with the bottom. So 6, take 6 as a 6. Okay, now see here, take a 6. Now what is the next frequency? Here I will write 7, 11, 19, 7 and 6. So take 6 as 6. 6 plus next upper 7, you will get 13, plus next upper 19, you will get 32, plus next upper 11 plus next upper 7, so you will get the total. Okay, so remember, always last frequency will be your total, total will be your last frequency. For more than also, total will be your last frequency to check out it. Okay, now here next task is you have to find the relative frequency. Okay, so what is frequency here? Here is 7, it is 11, 19, 7 and 6. So what is the relative frequency? Relative frequency is nothing but the frequency upon total frequency. So for a first, frequency is 7, so 7 upon 50, calculate it. For a second, for 11, 11 upon 50. For last interval 40 to 50, 6 upon 50. So very easy, right? So I will not explain it, very easy. So it is very easy to calculate cumulative frequency lower level, cumulative frequency upper level, or less than or greater than. Okay, relative frequency is simply frequency upon total frequency. Okay, simply you have to solve it using the calculator. Okay, now see the next problem. The following frequency distribution obtain cumulative frequency, relative frequency and relative cumulative frequency. Okay, so that we have to calculate all frequency, basically very easy it is also. See, interval is given, corresponding frequencies are also given. So class interval I have written vertically, frequency written in the corresponding table. Now we have to find cumulative frequency, less than and more than, very easy. Take 8 plus 15 23 plus 25 48 plus 16 64, 64 plus 7 71, 71 plus 4 75. So this is nothing but the total, so you got less than. Now for more than, simply take as it is 4, right? Now 4 plus 7 11, 11 plus 16 is a 27, plus 25 you will get 52, plus 15 you will get 67, 67 plus 8 you will get 75. Okay, so 75 means you are correct. Now relative frequency you have to find. How to find the relative frequency? It is frequency upon total frequency. So what is frequency here? Here if frequency is 8 and total frequency is 75, so it is the 0.11. very easy. Now for here what will be the relative frequency for the class, say this 70 to 90. For this the frequency is 25. Okay, so 25 upon total frequency is 75. Okay, so 1/3 means 0.33. Okay, so very easy to calculate relative frequency. I repeat, relative frequency is simply frequency upon total frequency. Okay, so how to calculate? Frequency is 8, total frequency is 75, so 8 upon 75 you will get 0.11. Now for example, for the class 1110 to 130, frequency is 7, so 7 upon 75 you will get 0.09 as the relative frequency. Very easy. Now we have to find relative cumulative frequency in case of less than and more than. So relative frequency we have calculated. Now relative frequency of a cumulative frequency will find. Very easy. Again we are already having a cumulative frequency. Okay, so simply cumulative frequency divided by total frequency. Okay, so now see here, what is the cumulative frequency for less than? It is the 8. Okay, what is total frequency? It is the 75. Okay, so 8 upon 75. So when you divide, see 8 divided by 75, you will get 0.1. Okay, so that will be your for the less than. Okay, so for 75, for this see, for this 75 is the relative frequency, total is also 75, so here you will get 1. Okay, so very easy, simply just divide. For relative frequency less than, use this table and divide each value by 75, you will get the this table value. For more than, simply these are the frequency we have calculated, just divide each frequency by total 75, you will get the relative frequency. Okay, so for example, see 75 is here frequency, total is also 75, so this will be 1. Okay, so it is very easy. Just you have to remember frequency, how to find cumulative frequency. For less than, start with the top, more than, start with the bottom. Relative frequency is frequency upon total frequency. Correspondingly you can find for the less than or more than also. Okay, so we'll move to the next. Okay, see the problem. Represent the information given below in the suitable table. So basically this information they have given, and in the solution we have to prepare the table. Okay, basic table data we have to prepare. So it is very easy. See, total 1400 candidates were medically examined in the fitness test. Okay, so you can see here how many candidates was there. So I will say there were 1400 candidates total. Okay, these are the total. Out of that 21% were girls. Okay, so how I can say out of that, see, I will write here. Okay, so male girls are 21% and men will be, obviously it will be 79% then. So 21% of 1400 will be C 294. Okay, so 294 will be the females. Okay, and 71% will be the male. Okay, so it will be 79% of 1400. You calculate it, you will get 1106. Okay, now you got total male and total females. Okay, these are the females. Now you see here, from doctor's report, it was found that 396 male and 10 female were unfit. Okay, now from that unfit, how many are unfit? 396 male. Okay, so unfit is 396. Unfit female are 104. Okay, 40% of the remaining male and 60% of the remaining female were good health. So next type I will say good health. Next type is good health. Okay, in good health 40% male and 60% of the female. So good health 60% of the female. So 40% of the male you have to calculate of the what remaining of the remaining. So how to calculate? See, total is 1106 minus 396 is your unfit. So remaining will be around 710. Okay, so 40% of that you calculate, you will get the 284, right? So you got. Now for this you have to calculate. How to calculate? See, for female, okay, so 294 was the total, subtract 104 which is unfit, okay, so here you will get the 190. Okay, so see here, okay, you will get here around 190. Okay, so you have to calculate remaining 60%. So 60% of 190 you will get 114. Okay, so this is you got the good health. Okay, now what next they are stating, calculate the and rest were declared as the temporarily unfit. So what are the temporarily unfit? Then third criteria will be temporarily unfit. So temporarily unfit will be very easy to calculate then. Okay, this figure you got, this figure you got, and total you are also having. So subtract that two figure from total. So here for a male temporarily unfit you will get 496. Okay, so 426. Okay, and for the same you have to do with the females. Total is here you are having 294. Okay, minus 104 minus 114. When you solve, you will get around 76. Okay, so we got for a male 396 which are unfit, good health 284, and temporarily unfit 426. Corresponding three figure for the female unfit here, right? Then this is for the good health, and this figure is for the temporarily unfit. Okay, temporarily unfit. So three figure we got for the male and female. So based on that three numbers you have to prepare the simply table. So see here, the male female table is prepared, total is prepared, total male and female, then temporary unfit male female and total, unfit male female, and total male female total. Okay, so in this way table we have prepared. So basically this is the part of data interpretation. This is the part of data interpretation which were given in your book. That's why I have explained to you. Okay, so we don't expect such a type of question in your examination. Still it is given in book. That's why I have explained it to you. Now see the next problem. Out of total 2000 candidates, candidates interviewed for employment of a company, 628 were from Pune, rest from the Nasik. Among the graduates from the Pune, 350 were experienced and 80 were unexperienced, while corresponding figures for undergraduate from Nasik were 615 and 52 respectively. Total number of experienced candidate from Pune and Nashik were 175 and 192. Find the give the or prepare in the suitable form. So friends, again it is the part of data interpretation. Okay, it is very easy, but you have to read it line by line and you have to solve it. Okay, so I think first I have explained to you. Okay, this I already explained to you. This you can try yourself. Okay, otherwise I will upload the solution also. Okay, now we'll move to some question parts, sample questions. Okay, so see, data of some worker's salary is given 2300, 2400, like that. Okay, so here what we have to do, if desired number of a class interval is 10, class width is, okay, so there are 10 there are some workers salary, so this is the salary of the different workers. Okay, we have to find the if desired number of class interval is 10, what will be the width? Okay, so class interval is 10, then width we have to find. So friends, see, we learn one formula. Okay, what is the width of the class? Width of the class is nothing but the upper class limit minus lower class limit divided by number of intervals. Okay, so width we have to find. What is upper class limit? Okay, see, this is the class, lower limit is 2000 and upper limit is 3000. You can easily observe it, right? So upper limit is 3000 minus lower limit is 2000 divided by number of intervals. They are asking 10, so divided by 10. So 3 minus 2, it will be 1000 divided by 10. So answer will be 100. So our answer will be 100. Okay, this is your answer. Easy, right? Now the largest and the smallest value of the data are 60 and 40 respectively. If desired number of class interval is 5, class width is, again we have to find the class width. Class width is nothing but the upper class limit minus lower class limit divided by the width or divided by the number of interval is giving you the width. Okay, so they have given 60 upper minus lower is 40 and the intervals are 5. So here you will get 20 by 5. So answer will be 5. 5 4s are 20. So 4 will be your answer. Okay, very easy. Now if you know the formula and concept, you will get it. Now see the next. The class interval where the upper and lower limits are also in the class interval are called. So when see, lower as well as upper both are included, so it is called as the inclusive type. If they are excluded, then it is exclusive type, but here they are included. See, both are in the class, so it is inclusive type. Okay, now the type of a cumulative frequency where the frequency are added starting from the highest class is. So I have already told you while we are doing the problems. Okay, if you are adding from the highest class, then it will be greater than cumulative frequency. If you are adding from lower class, it will be the less than cumulative frequency. Remember, if you are adding from the highest class, it will be the greater than cumulative frequency. Okay, so instead of problem, they are asked on the same pattern MCQ. Okay, so here the next question for you, the data classification which is based on the variables like the demand, supply, height or the weight is considered as. So see, what you see, demand you can quote in numbers in the quantity, supply you can quote in quantity, height you can measure in numbers or weight also. Okay, so it is not a part of a quality, it is not a time series or the discrete, it is the quantitative data. It is the quantitative data. Okay, the data which is classified or arranged by the time of occurrence, for example years, months or the weeks, days. Okay, this is called, so I have already told you, when the duration is involved, when time is involved, when data is classified as per the years, weeks, months or the days, it is called as the temporal basis. Okay, it is also called as the chronological basis. Okay, and in the same way it is also called as the time series data. It is part of a time series. So time series data is also correct and historical data is also correct. Okay, because we are having some history first year, second year. Okay, so like that, so historical time both are correct. So D will be your correct answer. Okay, so here we are finishing the first unit So you have to subscribe our YouTube channel for more video. You are advised to download the application from Play Store. Name of the application is Banker Zone CAIB, where you will get the full course for the CAIB. Okay, link in the description given to download the application. You can also join our Telegram group, which is available for the notes and discussion. To join the group, you can simply search on the Telegram CAIIB Banker Zone, or you can simply search on the Telegram @CAIIBBZ. For any help, you can WhatsApp on this number. Happy learning, friends.